One.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the New York State Bridge Authority meeting. It is Thursday, October 15th, and let me introduce our esteemed commissioners around. What are you looking for? The esteemed commissioners? You're speechless. Oh my God!
Can anybody else hear the date?
Yeah, it's August.
Thank you.
Not
Thank you.
October.
I'm sorry. Why did you say something? I'm sorry, make a correction. August 15th, 2019. Commissioner Diane Jimblowski to my left, Commissioner Roger Higgins to my left, Commissioner Harry Stanton, our attorney Carl Whitback, our acting executive director Tara Sullivan, and myself, Richard Jernigan, as chairman, and around the room, all our important department heads and employees. And saying that, Commissioner Dressel will not be here today, but there again, he is going to be serving on the board until further notice, so he is a commissioner of this board. So saying that, adopt the minutes of the July 18th, 2019 meeting. So moved. Second. Any questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Regular business. Who do we have here? Jeff?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Great. Yourself?
Good, thank you.
Today,
Oh, there's just nothing, I'm sorry. We're talking about engineering maintenance, right?
Yep.
All right, sorry.
First up, I want to talk about the Hudson Valley Bridge standby readiness contract. In 2015, we awarded a 3-year contract to Hudson Valley Bridge to do our emergency repairs with 2 optional 1-year extensions. Last November, we approved a 1-year extension through December of this year. We started out with a $500,000 budget for this line item, and we've spent a total of $381,000 so far on the first 6 months this year. We're asking for a $350,000 increase to the budget, of which $200,000 are anticipated for deck repairs at Newburgh Beacon and another $125,000 for deck repairs at Bear Mountain Bridge. As you can see in the memo, we've had an exponential increase in bridge deck repairs at the north span at Newburgh. We've gone from $74,000 in 2016 to $381,000 the first 6 months of this year. So, as you all know, it's imperative that we get this bridge repaired, as soon as we can. And until then, we've got to maintain it with this emergency contract.
We've all talked about this before, but everybody has to understand that it's not a matter of repairing it, it's replacing that deck.
Right.
And that big capital project has to get addressed and funded as quickly as possible.
Understood.
Couldn't agree more. On that, we'll move the resolution.
Second, please.
Second.
And just to, accompany Commissioner Stanton, that, we're in the process of moving forward so that we can go out for bid, the whole process there. So, any other questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next.
Second, we've got the Mid-Hudson Bridge railing and curb rehabilitation project. We have in our budget for next year a $10 million project to rehab the railings and curbs on the Mid-Hudson Bridge. We're having anchor bolt issues where they're shearing off on the railing anchor bolts. And we'd like to have you approve M&M's proposal of $299,266.41 to perform the design and for this project. M&M was the general consultant who designed the original deck and railing and curb project, so they're uniquely qualified to analyze any rehabilitation that has to be done to that system. So we'd like to have them move forward with this rehabilitation work.
So moved.
Second, please. Are they rusting off, or they're just?
No, they're shearing off with either the deflections on the bridge or whatnot. There's this, the anchor bolts are anchored in a concrete block underneath the curb, the steel curb, and it's a fixed thing, so as the bridge flexes up and down, some of those anchor bolts are shearing off. So we're looking at, we've done a sample repair of something that we're proposing to do for the fix, and we're looking at that.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next.
Jobs in progress, the Rip Van Winkle link job, all the contract work's essentially done. We're doing final rehab work, will be completed shortly. The Kingston Rhine Cliff Empire State Trail, approach paving is completed. Bridge work will be starting shortly in the end of August. We hope to have the trail open by the end of September. Newburgh Beacon Bridges, the I-84 over 9W overpass is moving into its final stage this Friday night, so we should be opening up to 3 lanes of traffic at that point in time. That should help alleviate congestion during rush hours. And that's about it.
Move to accept the jobs in progress report.
Second, please.
Second.
Questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Brian, financial, please.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
Good, yourself?
Good.
My only item is the investment report for the month. For the month of July, there were 6 investments, all of a routine nature. They reflected in the investment inventory sheet on the next page. Approximately $53.5 million in the maintenance reserve fund. Interest yield inch up, basically 1/100% during the month of June.
Move to accept the investment report, Chairman.
Second, please. Questions? I think it'll be inching down next month.
I was going to say, the last time we're going to see that for a while.
I think it's fair to say with the recent declines in interest rates that we're going to start seeing this number inch down. What we've noticed for the past several months is the yield curve has been inverted, and I've tried to go and compensate for that by holding investments of a shorter term nature, but it's gotten to the point there's very little I can do. It's going to start going down.
Mhm. Any other questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Next, information technology. Mr. Hurd, how are you,
Very
Greg?
good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I've got one item today, it's a Unitrends backup system. We have been using Unitrends to back up our data for approximately 5 years and we're very happy with the product. But we've exceeded the storage capacity of the existing equipment, so we are looking to purchase an additional unit. We went out to bid, lowest bid coming in at $1,420. That includes the installation along with 3 years of maintenance.
Move, please, someone. Second? Any questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Greg. Next, bridge operation reports to the board, acting director's monthly activity report.
Yes, sir. There were no activities, so there were no expenses related to that.
Mhm.
I would like to read into the record our reports first on our traffic and road analysis. That's the cash and easy pass comparison. The New York State Bridge Authority's revenues are $159,607 above last year's receipts, an increase of 0.48%. The traffic and revenue decreased for the 3rd straight month in July of 2019. The next report is our July 2019 Easy Pass sales analysis, and the results of that, year-to-date 2019 tag sales are 5,228 compared to 5,810. Year-to-date 2018, that's a decrease of 10%. And my final report for the commissioners is Kathy Burke's report from Historic Bridges of the Hudson Valley, showing all of the expenditures as well as the ending balances of both the checking account and savings account. And both of those accounts show the deposit of the Bridge Authority's support into the checking account, as well as the grant funding support received, and that's all in the savings account. The only highlight that I'd like to read into the record is that Kathy Burke wanted me to convey her thanks to the entire NYSBA board for renewing their support of historic bridges of the Hudson Valley. It is her great pleasure to have the opportunity to help educate the Hudson Valley on our amazing and very well-maintained bridges. And that's all of my reports, Chairman.
I think I speak on not only myself, but all the commissioners. We'd like to thank Kathy for her dedicated time and service. She does a great job there. So we should be thanking her.
Thank you very
You
much.
can convey that to her.
I sure will.
Any presentations to the board? To my left, anyone? To my right? Center, nobody? Old business? New business? We're going to attorney-client privilege, Carl, correct?
We're going to attorney-client privilege. We're not going to come back into session. No action.
No action? All right, any other concerns before we leave? If not, adjournment, adjournment move, second?
Second.
With our next meeting being September 19th, 2019, at regular time at 3 p.m. Saying all that, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.